everybody. I'm so excited. I'm working on today's science fair project. Are you working on your science fair project? You should be. It's coming up really soon. I'm super excited. I've got all my ingredients. I want to be a scientist so bad. I've got stuff for elephant toothpaste. Have you ever seen that? It's really amazing. And I am... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't touch that. Oh, please, guys. Leave it alone. This is an experiment. We need to... Everybody freeze. Oh, well, what do I do? All these people are in my way in space. How could I ask them to stop touching my experiment? You know what? I just read a book about Charlotte the scientist being squished. I bet she'll have some really great ideas for me.
Charlotte the Scientist is Squished, written by Camille Andros and illustrated by Brianne Farley. Charlotte was a serious scientist. Protective glasses, a lab coat, and a magnifying glass were her essential equipment, plus a clipboard for important notes. Charlotte solved problems by conducting experiments that followed the scientific method. The scientific method: question, hypothesis, experiment, observation, and conclusion. And Charlotte had a problem. She was squished. She was squished at the table. She was squished in the tub. And sometimes she was even squished in the toilet. Hey! It had become impossible to conduct her experiments. Her test tubes were taken, her beakers got broken, her specimens were spoiled. Charlotte needed some space. Time to use the scientific method. Step 1. Ask a question. How can I get some space around here? Step 2. Form a hypothesis. Hypothesis. If I can get rid of my brothers and sisters, I will have room to be a scientist. Step 3. Test the hypothesis. Experiment. She tried an experiment to make everyone disappear, but it didn't work. She tried another experiment to make herself disappear, but that didn't work either. Going to get some space. Step 4. Make and record observations. Charlotte was no longer squished at the table. She was no longer squished in the tub. And Charlotte could take as long as she wanted on the toilet. Observations. Meals, check. Bath, check. Toilet, check. Important experiments. Space was splendid. Finally! Step 5. Draw conclusions. She had all the room she needed to conduct very important experiments using her protective glasses, lab coat, and magnifying glass. Her test tubes were tidy, her beakers looked brilliant, and her specimens were sparkling. Her hypothesis was correct. She finally had room to be a scientist. The problem was, there was no one to talk to at mealtime. No one to blow bubbles with in the tub. And what was Charlotte supposed to do when she ran out of toilet paper? Hello? Space was lonely. Back to step 2. Form a new hypothesis. If I can have friends in space, then I won't be lonely. And I can be a real scientist. Time for more experiments. Charlotte tried chocolate, but it was too tempting, and the balloons kept floating away. robot bunnies were poor conversationalists. They got ruined in the bathtub and tangled in the toilet paper. Charlotte missed her family. She even missed being squished. So she tried one last experiment. And reached a new conclusion. Charlotte didn't need outer space. She just needed her own space.
The end. That was such a great story. I think I have a plan now. Everybody, unfreeze. Can we all hold on for a second? I want us to do this experiment together. Can we work collaboratively to try it out? Okay, the first thing we have to do is put our yeast in the water bottle. We'll see how this goes. Everybody watch. Hey, Miss Joy.
Yes.
What color should we make our experiment?
Blue.
Blue? Okay. Would you like to put the blue dye in the water?
Yes.
Sweet. Hey, Miss McLaughlin. You want to add some soap to our concoction?
I would love it.
Probably enough. Nice work. Okay. Miss Reed and Miss Dubé. Let's add in some hydrogen peroxide. And watch it go. So cool! Thanks for your teamwork, guys.